What is up? Welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. In this one, we're going to go ahead and duel against level 40 Superb Taya. So hope you all enjoy this. Subscribe if you're new for more content. And here's the farm deck I have been using personally. Let's go ahead and get into the quick explainer for it. So really, this is a very cookie cutter deck. I mean, when it comes down to farm potential, this is one of the decks that we used to run a long time ago earlier on in this game's events, and it still works because Taya's event is really easy to do. So for options, you do need 3 Thunder Dragons, and in fact, you do need Paradox Bros for this specific deck to work. The next one I'm going to put out will probably be tomorrow. It'll be a Red Eyes iteration, and again, I've been promising more regular content. Trust me, it's coming. So we'll come back to that. On top of that, like I said, you do need Paradox Bros and Elements Unite. You do want to have 3 Thunder Dragons, so you can go ahead and fish 1 out, or fish 2 out, excuse me, via the discard effect into the Polymerization for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. You can, of course, substitute Polymerization for any other fusion type card, like Fusion Gate or things of that nature. You know, you can also add in Fusion Sage if you want to do that, or King of the Swamps, because there are few spots, like 3 or so spots in this deck that can be subbed in and teched out for other cards. On top of that, endgame combo is Fusion, Gravekeeper's Vassal, double Union attack into Secret Pass for the direct D from Gravekeeper's Vassal. For this one, I'm going to try to either get Typhoon or Hatronade or Tornado Bird in that last slot for the back row removal as well. And of course, Taya, be careful with her because she does have a lot of counter traps. She has Magic Jammers, Trap Jammers, and stuff like that that will stop you from using stuff like anti-magic arrows. You can run cards that'll counter her counters, counter. And I wasn't even trying to be funny. You can run the counter card if you would like to, or you can just play with more back row removal like Hatronade and stuff of that nature. So aside from that, basically the rest of the deck is, you know, stuff like draw cards, good Goblin Housekeeping, Jar of Greed, Shard of Greed, things of that nature. And then I will say Typhoon, you don't really need it at all. It's in my deck because it's prismatic, get a little bit of extra points, and that's pretty much how it shakes out. Same for my Poly. And then of course you do want to have as many glossy and prismatic cards in your deck per normal when it comes to farm decks. Stay tuned because the next thing that I do will be reviewing the Taya event, and I'll also drop a Red Eyes deck as well. Both of those should come up tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. If you guys are interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and want to talk Duel Links, feel free to join the Discord. Link is down below in the description. Of course, you don't have to only talk about Duel Links. You can talk about all the many games your boy plays among his multiple channels. Down below, because we have channels for all of that. So this is why you need this skill. It immediately puts Taya in a position where she can't win.
Be lost in our labyrinth forever.
He said never. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off character lines because I did have those on just for me, because sometimes I like to have them on. They're pretty fun.
It's my turn.
All right, off we go. So this is how this deck works. You really don't do anything. You really don't do anything, and this is why you need draw cards in your deck. Because when it comes down to it, you pop out Gate Guardian, but don't do anything else. I'm going to watch this awesome animation for Gate Guardian, Suijin Kazajin, and then Sanga. Zunda! Woof! Alright, there we go. So, you pop that out, and since you don't start off drawing a card, you have to immediately try to regain card advantage, because if you take a look at it, she already has 16 cards and I have 19. Gonna go ahead and end my turn though, but you have to try to get that card advantage back, because if you just kind of leave things as are, you'll deck out before she does. And don't play the Gravekeeper's Vassal. Don't do that at all in any way, shape, or form. You don't even need to attack. Just don't do it. Just end your turn. Don't do it. You do get bonus points, I believe, for destroying the opponent's monsters, but I'm not going to go for all that right now. Going to set Draw of Greed. Now, be aware that there will be times where she will counter you using stuff like the draw cards, which is good and bad. There it goes, right there. It's good and bad because, I mean, she's using those cards, so that means you don't have to worry about it later, but it's bad because you want to be drawing. So that is a possibility. I could have used the Hatronade there, but I didn't want to waste it right now. I just want to make sure that I'm set up and prepared. So that is actually another card I can't play yet. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Jar of Greed. And good Goblin Housekeeping is a really good card. I'm going to go ahead and end my turn again. Just simply don't even have to attack. I mean, you can if you want to, but there's no real reason to. In fact, I don't even attack, so I don't even know if she has cards that'll mess you up. So, this will force me to send a card to the bottom of my deck. So I'm going to go ahead and do it and get rid of the Gravekeeper's Vassal because I really don't need him right now. And then we're going to activate Shard of Greed. Could have got rid of anything there, to be honest. But going to go ahead and activate Shard of Greed, and then end the turn. Man, I'm having... That sentence was really bad. I couldn't speak at all. And then there goes Tornado Bird. Don't play Tornado Bird until the second to last turn because you don't want her to try to go offensive. I don't know if she will because, again, I've never played this card earlier than necessary. She could potentially try to attack it, though, if you play it earlier than necessary is the point. So going to go ahead and end the turn. She actually only has one Magic Jammer, if I recall correctly, in her deck. So not really much to be worried about. I believe she also has a Trap Jammer, though. So since she has that, well, I'm positive she does. But since she has that, she could potentially, you know, mess up your boys' methodology when it comes down to these traps down here. So I'm going to actually activate Jar of Greed first in hopes that she'll stop this because now Good Goblin is a... Okay, that's fine. Good Goblin's actually a +2 now. -1, but still. All right, and this one, activate only if Sanctuary in the Sky is faced from the field. Negate the activation of a spell, trap, or effect monster and destroy that card. So it's kind of like Ultimate Providence, but a little bit less restricted, I guess, because you don't have to discard. Good Goblin Housekeeping again. So I draw 2 that time. Going to go ahead and send Union Attack to the bottom. And I'm going to activate the discard effect for Thunder Dragon. And be careful because that card can probably negate this, but I've never, again, had to have her do this. I've only farmed this event 5 times by now, to be 100% honest with you. Just be careful with the activations of some of her traps because she could probably stop this. Do I have one of these as Glossy? I do not. Okay. Let's go ahead and fuse Polymerization. And I'm actually, in the meantime, really quickly going to go ahead and pull up her deck list on Game A. So shout out to the Game A website. Very helpful when it comes to this type of stuff. So she has 2 of the Divine Punishment, 1 Magic Jammer, and 1 Trap Jammer. None of that is set right now, though. She has draw cards like Skalangle that she probably has face down as well. The only other spell card in her deck is Photon Booster, which allows her to target 1 level 4 or lower light monster on the field, accept a token, and that monster currently on the field becomes 2,000 attack. So it's worthless. She can't really go aggro against me right now. Just going to go ahead and try to bait her out, though, a little bit. So in this scenario, Good Goblin Housekeeping is essentially worthless because it's a little too late game for it because the game went really fast. I will go ahead and... Well, I know... let me go ahead and actually set Typhoon. And I'm going to end my turn. Got to make sure you don't play Tornado too soon anyway. So I can actually activate Typhoon here and destroy her back row because this also factors into her field spell. Or her, excuse me, this card right here. I talked about the back row. So by eliminating Sanctuary in the Sky, she could potentially have another one in her hand, yes. But by eliminating that, right, what happens is... crap. I just realized something. Okay, so for a revision in the deck, drop Tornado Bird. If you run Tornado Bird, you don't run this. You don't run the fusion. Because you can't play Tornado Bird. I just realized that. So my mistake there. Drop it, add another Hatronade or another back row removal card. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and end my turn. It doesn't really change much because she doesn't have a Magic Jammer anyway. So that card will allow her to fish out the other Sanctuary. Not that big of a deal to me. Okay. Yeah, drop that for another Hatronade because what happens is she can negate your endgame combo, which I don't think she's going to do to me. Jar of Greed, excuse me, worthless right now. Next turn, we're going to go offensive for game. When I get my Vassal and Union Attack combo back, double Union. All right, let's go ahead and play. And we will activate Hay. And then, of course, there goes the Divine Punishment. So the only other card she has left is a Trap Jammer. So I baited her into it with the Hay Trunade, basically. That's why I used that first. I wasn't worried about the other card because, again, it's only a Trap Jammer, which I don't even have to worry about. So, yeah, drop the Tornado Bird. Add in another Hay Trunade or something like that just so you can bait. Because you can't play Tornado Bird. He's totally worthless. All right. Though, there goes Union Attack 1. Union Attack 2. And for game. All right. Over 10K. Direct D. There it is. We got it. Okay. Cool. So, again, for revisions, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I would change. Based on that video duel right there, we did pull off basically 9K points, so that's cool. Duelathon stuff, yada yada, don't care. So, really quick revision. Shut up, Taya. Say nothing. All right. So, Typhoon is cool for, you know, the prismatic. Not necessary, but it's cool. Adding in another Hate Grenade. That's really it. Also, I would say you can go ahead. These things are good, but they're not so good late game, as you saw. I could have used it, but it didn't really feel like it. And she only had Trap Jammer anyway left because she blew her Magic Jammer earlier on. So you just got to be careful with the punishment card. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed this. Subscribe if you are new for more content on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Make sure you do join the Discord down below. Have an awesome day, and thank you guys for the continued support. I'll catch you all in the next one.